Perhaps Apple's worst-kept secret, the Apple Car, has generated hype from Apple fans and car enthusiasts alike. Though thought to be mere rumors for the past few years, we now have confirmation that the Apple Car not only exists, but it may also be the next big advancement in the burgeoning field of zero-emission vehicles. While we know Steve Jobs considered an Apple Car project as early as 2008, rumors didn't start flying in earnest until 2015, when Bloomberg reported on a leak from company officials that the Apple Car was coming by 2020, the project having gotten Tim Cook's endorsement in the previous year, 2014. The 2015 leak came on the heels of what has been called a poaching war, kicked off by Apple's headhunting many top engineers from Tesla, Nissan, Hyundai, and Fiat. This is what led Elon Musk to call Apple Tesla's graveyard. Later referring to the Apple Car as an open secret, Musk is apparently not at all worried about competition from the tech giant. It was also in the 2015 leak that we learned the Apple Car's code name, Project Titan. Project Titan seemed to be in constant flux in those early years. A dramatic change in leadership accompanying the departure of project lead Steve Zadesky placed the project at a crossroads according to leakers. Should the iCar compete directly with Tesla, delivering a state-of-the-art zero-emissions ride, or should the Apple Car aim even higher, go fully autonomous, taking on the risks an ambitious product like that naturally entails? From the reports we have, it seems like the project leadership was split. This paralysis seems to carry over into 2016 and even early 2017, with contradictory facts and design choices surfacing occasionally in the media as Project Titan struggled to find a direction. Around this time, an ultimately scrapped design for the car was a fully autonomous machine lacking even a steering wheel, simply recognizing the user via a fingerprint, the same Touch ID system found in the pre-face unlock iPhones, and then self-driving to whatever destination the user desired. We don't know why this concept was scrapped, but tech reporters have speculated that the autonomous driving tech available is simply too inconsistent at the present to deliver a product up to Apple's standards that is also a fully autonomous vehicle. Though the concept won't be fulfilled in the Apple Car, we wouldn't be surprised to see elements of this design carried over in the final product. Another possible reason for the completely autonomous model's rejection may be issues with breaking into the automotive component supply chain. The supply chain responsible for the manufacture of car parts is famously difficult to break into and completely decentralized, involving many different corporations globally. Apple, who famously exerts incredible levels of control over every part of their supply chain for the iPhone and other popular products, most likely felt uncomfortable trusting already existing supply coordination and built out the autonomous design, assuming the eventual existence of an Apple-specific automotive supply chain. It could be that this original Apple Car design was discarded after reality caught up to Project Titan in the form of the sheer difficulty of establishing a brand new automotive supply chain. A competing design from the same time period in Project Titan's history went far in the opposite direction and seemed to gain some traction, at least for a time. This design shied away from the lofty promise of autonomous driving, choosing instead to base the Apple Car on BMW's i3 car model, perhaps even in partnership with BMW, thus overcoming the automotive supply chain issue. The credibility of the leaked plan was reinforced by reports of a secret lab Apple had set up in Germany, apparently staffed by 15 to 20 BMW employees and other top German engineers. Though the exact nature of the work done there remains a mystery, it's safe to assume it had to do with Project Titan. In late 2016, there were reports of a project-wide meeting, bringing nearly all Titan employees together. Bob Mansfield, who took over the project in July of that year and much earlier oversaw the development of the iPad, announced to the assembled employees that the Apple Car would not attempt to compete directly with Tesla, instead carving out their own market niche away from autonomous driving, finally giving the project a definitive direction. Before you get too disappointed though, remember these are unconfirmed reports, and Apple does appear to still be developing self-driving technologies, so the reports of this meeting and new direction for the project could be erroneous or entirely fabricated. Or Apple could even be in the process of developing autonomous driving systems for a future project, perhaps the Apple Car 2. This, at the moment, is mere speculation. In 2017, it was reported that Apple was partnering with a Chinese company, Contemporary Amperix Technology, sometimes shortened to CATL. The company, of course, declined to comment. This was accompanied in following years by reports of Apple developing an electric car battery capable of long driving ranges and fast charging times. Also reported in July was Apple's plan to build out recharging infrastructure nationwide in the US. Though, if it's anything like iPhone chargers, they may need new connectors every few years. In early 2018, leadership transferred to Doug Field, who had spent time at both Apple and Tesla. Field laid off 190 Project Titan employees, and the team withdrew from concepts, the project all but dropping their direct long-term goals in favor of focusing on software. The confusion and misdirections were over. IT seems as though under new leadership, the project both stopped the incessant leaking and decided on a definitive direction they wanted to take the endeavor, though we don't know too much about that direction because the leaking finally stopped. From 2018 to 2020, Project Titan mainly stayed under the radar, only surfacing in headlines occasionally. Recent rumors have placed Nissan as the Apple Car manufacturer, but apparently those talks dissolved over branding issues. As 2020 came and went and the project purportedly changed leadership yet again, it became clear that the Apple Car had faced significant delays. Still, after the 2018 shakeup, things seemed to go smoothly for a few years, long enough for Apple to really invest in the project. According to a CNBC report last year, Apple now feels confident it can and will bring a consumer vehicle to the market soon. So we know the Apple Car has been in development since 2014, has worked with BMW and CATL, doesn't aim to compete with Tesla, and wanted to launch a product by 2020, but faced delays. However, the project started showing up more and more in the news in 2020, perhaps indicating a release in the near future. Where does that leave the project today? Analysts familiar with Apple's release timing and project development schedules have put the launch window of consumer products hitting the roads anywhere inside the huge launch window from 2023 to 2027, with around 2025 being the most likely to see real progress. The most recent leaks suggest the Apple Car will be manufactured by Hyundai with Apple and CATL's battery. Recent hiring surges may also indicate Project Titan is getting ready for some major moves. This car may or may not feature some self-driving tech, perhaps just parking assist as most high-end car brands feature now, but perhaps something more advanced like Tesla's autopilot features or even more. All reports seem to confirm we will see the Apple Car on roads before 2030. What does this mean for Tesla? After Apple rejected an offer to buy Tesla during the Model 3 days, Tesla's CEO has always been a bit inflammatory when talking about Project Titan, telling one German journalist, "If you can't make it at Tesla, go work at Apple. And they hire the people that we fire." Even though Musk often acts flippant at the thought of having to compete with the Apple Car, there's reason to think he should be worried. By the sound of it, Apple will soon be putting a high-tech, partially autonomous vehicle on the market with next-gen battery tech and probably iOS native integration. There's also the fact that Apple tends to be sure it can pull something off before they try it. The fact that they're bringing a car to market suggests they will be confident it will do well. Still, as the electric car niche expands and blends into normal automotive retail more and more each year, we may find that there's enough space for Tesla and Apple to coexist in the market, much like car manufacturers do today.